Well, I have listened to you, and you have spoken to me. I've heard you do not need such powerful unions and such. They'll only be corrupted by inferior people trying to use them for their own gains. No, my wisdom must be absolute, so there will be no unions.
This would have been the first step towards the betterment of your fellow man, Commander. Needless to say, I am sorely disappointed, as every other elf in the realm will be.
No, all the steps I've taken are for the betterment of my subjects.
Very wise of you, Commander. Humble people do not question. They accept. And
Indeed.
the Seven love them for it.
You speak wisdom for a change, Oberon.
Good show, Commander. Our laborers have more than enough rights as it is. The right to work and hold their tongues, for instance.
Yes, and they
The
even
right
have
to be
healthcare
glad
and
with the
such.
wages they get.
Prosper
Very
would
good,
probably
Commander.
be-
Unions tend to be run by small-minded people.
Indeed.
And in these times of chaos, we need people who can see the bigger picture.
Like me. The Draconic Eye sees
Dodged
all.
a bullet there, Commander. Union folk are like annoying brats, you know. Never content with what they have, and when you give them a good slap, 10 of their number come running howling like banshees.
Yes, they're kind of like gangs in a way. So then, war calls with this decision made. So as you see, we have we are making a solid march of things. We have this west side fully under our control. And let's see, here we have, oh yes, here we have the two bomber balloons. Let's see, we need to kind of keep an eye on their navy as they are kind of problematic. I think this balloon needs to be brought low. Then can you go here? Yes. Hopefully two can win against one. Throws over there. Now then, let's see. How shall we handle this? I think we can continue our march here. Wow, they have 6. That's a lot of gold. And this is 4. I think we'll sell the war factory here. This is better off being a gold mine. See, 14 gold. That's really good. And then from here on we'll buy the reinforcements. 34, eh? Ah, we have 2 juggernauts here. 2 bombers and 2 ironclads. I think we'll leave the juggernaut imports for now. Oh yes, and there's also 2 juggernauts there. No, we'll leave them import. We don't have the numerical advantage here. So I think we'll make more of them. Or maybe some bomber balloons. That could also be useful. No, we'll make more juggernauts. You don't have money for one? Oh, that's a shame. I suppose over here we'll, I don't know. We have 16 gold left and we can make 6 units. Maybe we should just make a whole smack dab group of troopers. That seems a good idea. So let's see, do we have any multipliers? 10, 8, 10 over there. Yeah, this is now one of our most profitable. I didn't even put a card on it. Sadly we don't have any cards left. Oh well. I think we'll march to here and then stop the march to gain reinforcement. This will definitely be a staging. I'll make a whatchamacallit, a nice I don't remember, a nice war center there. So we can drop the money a bit. That might be a good idea. There we go. How much genocide do we want? A little bit of genocide, a little bit. Right then. Oh yes, we have these transports here. Now I could... Maybe I should hold a naval... Yes, let's hold a naval invasion over there. That's a good idea. Can't cross water? Oh. That's a shame. And there we go. We have more? No, I think we had all of them, yes. So this force will invade here. While these forces will invade here. And then we'll have a very solid holding front for our last to prepare for our last push. Yes. I feel generally like this. Aha. Honestly, that is a really nice, like the mechanic of the, like having these little pawns that you move around. That's very generally, I like it. That's a good, representation of such things. And I think with that we have all what we could do. Let's roll this thing. Well, they still have funds for a few troops. Quite a few troops, actually. What is happening here? Alright, we have these two battles, obviously. And yes, these two battles. These two are almost guaranteed wins. A guaranteed win, and this seems to be a guaranteed win as well. Hopefully we won't have to interfere much ourselves. We can yeah, 85%, that's good. Oh, they destroyed one of my balloons. Oh well, we'll make more. We have a far better income as they do. And there we go. Yeah, we can let this all resolve itself. I like it because, yeah, the RTS part of it, that's kind of the weaker part. It's not terribly bad, but although that might just be my taste. I prefer, I like this whole slow strategery thing. I'm a sucker for turn-based stuff. Oh ho, he is using cards to defend this. Well, far be it from me from not doing the same. What do we want here? I think a bunch of imp fighters would be good. 82, and what do they have? Maybe I can throw some sabotages on there. It's engines, that won't do me much good. Devastators, we do have a bunch of devastators. That on? Enemy grenadiers, they don't have that many. A boost to imp fighters. I don't think it's helping anymore at this point. No, I think we'll have to let it go as it is. I don't want to spend more mercenaries on this. And maybe I'll let a general. Wow, they are expensive these days. Honestly, no, let's have that Imperial Army handle it. We're bound to win this. Ah, that's why. It's green. The luck and the popularity helps in this. Boom! What did we lose? We lost a bunch of troopers. Well, we can make tens, hundreds more of those. Revealed at wartime edition! Total casualties of war 164,243! Well, it's starting to grow much slower these days. That's good. And wow, we are very popular. Like 60% with the dwarf and 95% of undead support us. How lovely. Until death do us part, as Emperor saying goes. And yet even beyond. Workers' rights refuse. Oberon goes ballistics. Fiddlesticks, he shouts. That's, I've heard him curse worse, I think. Swamper insults to remain unavenged. Admin no more than a gutless gecko, comments of anonymous fellow general. I think that was either Henry or Scarlet. They are, I think Henry. Henry is kinda, he likes those type of analogies, and he's kind of a dick. Emperor accused of war crimes in the latest victory investigation could take years. Emperor denied all charges. Indeed. I barely I let my armies run most of the actual fighting these days. Let's see, so we get more mercenaries, that's always nice. And Popper's motivation has been decreased once again. We do receive more money. That's nice. Hopefully with all that more money we can just, we don't have to deal with popular support anymore. We can just overwhelm them with sheer numbers. Buy our way to victory. What is happening at the bar then? Before I go admire my beautiful horde. I'm guessing Edward wants to have words the way he's looking at me.
You find me in a reflective mood, Commander. The bottom of a wine glass can serve as a gypsy's crystal, you see. Gaze
Only
upon
to
it long
an
enough,
alcoholic.
and times long past come parading afore one's eyes.
Yes, if you drink enough of it.
As you can imagine, I was an
Try
exceptionally
wormwood.
gifted child that outranked his schoolmates to such a degree I started to shun them, for their imbecility insulted me. The academic world, too, quickly discovered and quickly discarded, had precious little to offer.
So you
Clueless they all
think.
were, professors and students alike, like flies bumping up against glass.
Though I do know the feeling of dealing with lesser minds, still, I see that as a duty, an obligation to educate them and lead them into something better for themselves.
No, it was in the army that I found my true calling, for the enemy I defeat on the battlefield is defeated forever. Those I outwit in combat die. Such is the triumph of intellect. And with each new victory, my detest for all that is non-lizard grows. They call it bigotry. I call it logic.
I see.
And yet things have come to pass aboard the Raven that shed new light on my views. A light that reveals they may have been somewhat distorted. I do believe I have mellowed to a degree, having seen sides of all these other creatures that actually show merit in their own
Indeed,
peculiar
everything has a
ways.
purpose in the
More often
grand
than
scheme
not,
of things.
it was your forcing my hand in directions contrary to my instincts that lay at the basis of this epiphany. So I suppose a word of thanks is in order.
Well, thank you for saying so, Edmund. I know that wouldn't be easy.
To be honest, I don't know if I'll ever truly regard an elf or a dwarf as my equal. Yet no longer will I maintain their worth to be less than that of an owl's pellet, which perhaps is a first step in the right direction.
Indeed.
But enough of this introspection, Commander. Let us fill our wine glasses anew.
Yes, just don't go drinking too much of them. Else suddenly your combat wits will be severely diminished. You are still beautiful, my dear Ophelia.
My
How are
word.
you today?
What a wonder it is to experience the boundless tears of taste. The ceaseless subtleties of sense. A rose's fragrance may uplift one's soul.
Yes, there's quite
Savor a
some
strawberry.
lovely
Nectar
things to
from the
partake
earth,
on in life.
and the quintessence of life quakes in gentle vibration. To be, my love. To be.
At least you don't have to not to be in there. Beautiful, Ophelia. Stay safe up here. Now, war. The last few pushes, I imagine. Yes, we have a lot of gold. So this will definitely, I'm definitely making this a, or should I push further? 1,000. No, I'll leave it here. I'm gonna put a population card here. And then we'll build a military war factory here. Yeah, and all these forces can basically be moved forward. I'll leave the grenadier here. Is that it? Ah. Guess it was just a whole bunch of armor and a bunch of troopers. Oh well, that's fine. So, let us continue arming ourselves. More juggernauts, I say. Yeah, and we have 5. That's good. No, I can just not find that, okay. Let's see, we have 13. I can make 2 things of 6. Let's see. I guess we'll make some hunters, they're always good. I have an ironclad and a zeppelin, eh? Let's unite the balloons fleets over there then. Excellent, there'll be one force again and then they can swoop over there. And hopefully join up with the large Juggernaut fleet I'm building. With that, I think all things are done again. How much can we actually buy here? 4 troops, that's not that bad. Delta definitely will be reinforcing here next turn. Righty then, let's... shall I put something... Suppose we can... decrease the amount of population there a bit. And reduce the population, why not? Let's see, anything more we need to do? I don't think so. Yeah, I think everything is nicely built up. Good. Make your armies there. You'll have to transport them first. The navy is still very strong though. Hopefully we'll slowly be doing something about that. 100% to win. That's nice. Well, obviously auto-resolve this. There we go. Well, once again, the Rivulet Tidewar ammunition. Total casualty of war is still just 146 or 64. Yeah, 64,000. Almost 65,000, but it's starting to go slower. Emperor Victory Parade seems a bit tacky at best. Nonsense, I like gold. The Emperor is a monster! Oh, dragon, I'm not a monster. Avon is the dragon. That's kind of a reference, I don't know. Torn between man and dragon. Oh, this doesn't seem to be too interesting. Acid Blaze. Interesting. Let's gain a level of fearsome and defensive. Very good. Aha, that's nice. We can destroy a war factory. That'll cost them. And otherwise, none too interesting. And there doesn't seem to be much going on the Zephyr either. Well, I guess we'll leave it here then, and hopefully next time we'll have some interesting things going on. So till then,